God is doing a great work in each of us if we only just say yes. Yes. Well, normally we have our assistant pastor who closes out our month, but he's in Yorba Linda getting ready for the golf tournament tomorrow, the luncheon. So we have our Reverend Paul who fixed us some victuals this week, and he's come to spiritually feed us. Let us welcome with a lot of love our Reverend Paul.
Very much. Thank you, Reverend Lisa. You know, part of me is kind of glad that that song didn't go right, because I don't know if I would have got up here, because I love that song. Because I've come to understand, but by the way, I appreciate you guys for singing the song. That song inspires me because it reminds me of my walk, of my journey, of how, you know, we walk through this life, this journey, not really understanding how this power operates in us. And so there we always wonder what's going on with us when we venture out into this world and we make these decisions, and some of them don't feel like we should have never made them at all. But we have to realize that God is still doing a great work in us, regardless of what it may look like through the attempts that we gave it, unbeknownst to who we really are. Because each and every one of us is striving to be that we've heard from the time we were in the womb. When someone was singing to us to become greater than what they have experienced. This is what the living word does. The living word activates within us that needs to be revealed on earth. But somebody have to want it so bad that they're willing to sacrifice things in life so that they can become the one who leads and provides. Amen. Yes. So welcome and greetings to those on Zoom and in this room. You know, before Jesus, when he got introduced, you know, to the world, when he first came out, the question was asked, what did you come out in the wilderness to see? Did you come to see a man dressed in fine raiments? What is it that you came out to see? Did you come to hear the reeds shaking in the wind? What is it that you are expecting to see? A prophet? See what the verse is saying. How are we looking at that's going to be present? See, it showed up in a man. So therefore, since it shows up in something like us, we doubt it. Why? Because we have failed or fell short of whatever thing it was we were pursuing. So we ask the question, what did you come out here to see? Are you looking for someone to speak to you and provide to you wisdom so that you can gain knowledge and become more empowered to be like that came before you? Or are we expecting that there's going to be a great storm and lo and behold, this mighty power is going to just rain this earthquakes and lightning bolts and just change this whole world? No. We are the lightning rod. We're the ones who's supposed to be moved by this energy, this ether of life, and let it excite us enough so that we can become activated and change these conditions that we see. Change the world with what it is that you believe within your heart. Not from the sadness, not from the disappointment, not from misery, not from letdowns, heartaches, setbacks. Know that what you see, the experience itself, we're supposed to change it by the understanding that we receive. Just because someone, I use an analogy, if you're in a boxing match, that's why they teach you to jab, because they want you to keep distance from that's coming to you. So if you don't jab to keep it away, if it gets closer, there's potential that it may what? Attack you, hit you. So you have to learn how to change and alter the experiences that come in your life. So it says, speak truth into that. So we have to know that I am one with all that there is. Therefore, I am prepared. I am listening for the knowledge and wisdom that I need to move away from this condition. We have to look to understand it. There's no way that we should doubt, even though we may have fell short. Because if you doubt yourself, right there, you've turned on your own self. We lose because we don't believe. Rule number one is you got to believe who you are. Despite what may have happened in the event that it don't be what it is you thought it was going to be. You have to stand in that moment and you have to say, I open my mind and my heart to receive and understand that I am one with all there is. See, because in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. So it's saying that as this word was being spoken into, it's saying we have to have that same idea in our mind for the hopes of what it is we want to see revealed on the earth. This breathing into the life, the breath of man, his nostrils, is giving him that wisdom. It is the opening up the self to the one thing that is inspiring. Because when we inspired, we do things. We're motivated. And nothing will stop us once we believe in ourselves. But woe to the one who believes that I'm trapped, that I'm stuck in this somehow. Somehow, that this experience don't allow me to be. So therefore, maybe it ain't me. Maybe it's not for me. Well, it's for you, because that's the thing that is forging you into your greatness. Don't be afraid and don't wither through the struggles. Know that God is and I am. Therefore, whatever. See, this world is going to continue whether you fight back or not. The circumstances we're looking at now that we're all frustrated at is because we decided to vote a certain way. And then now these same powers that we thought was going to help us are not helping us. Some of us, now we was in the 1%, maybe here sitting talking a little differently. But now it's up to us to vote again to make another adjustment in the life that we say we want to experience. That's understanding what happened. Now that you know what happened, now you got to do something about it. We can go and cry and sit over there, and guess what? We're going to sit there, and we're going to be sad, and we're going to cry, and ain't nothing going to change. And the reason it don't change because we didn't open ourselves up to get the understanding, the wisdom, and the knowledge to be better. We wanted to waddle in the misery. And this is how we are as humans, and this is how we got to see ourselves. That's why I said, what did you come to see? You can only be that you see within your own mind to be. You have to see yourself greater than any experience. It's not going, it may slow you down. It may even hurt a little. You know what? When I was in the 10th grade, I had never played tackle. I'd never played football before. Never, ever. But I always wanted to play. but my parents would never let me play tackle. So I got to 10th grade, so the guys I kind of grew up with, they were like, hey, man, you should come out, man, and you should participate. So I said, okay, I'll come out. When is the practice? So I go out to practice and everything, and so I didn't know how hard to go because I never played. I didn't know to go hard. I just knew to do what they were telling me. Man, I went out there, man, this all-city guy we had knocked me on my butt. But guess what I did? That'll never happen again. Let's go. Right now. Let's go. See, you have to stand up to whatever condition happens. And then after that, every one of them came to me as they saw how I was progressing. They said, man, I remember when you came, you was the only one who wouldn't quit, who didn't give up when everybody else was like, man, why are these guys treating us this way? I never asked why they treat me this way, because I'm going to show you what I got. I get to get you back. I get to get you back. Don't be alarmed. We all in here. We all in here. Whatever it is, it is. You got to deal with it. Love yourself to know that you're going to survive through it all. But remember, it's knowing this. Be calm, be peaceful. You can't change something that happens that's going to happen. Right? It's just like how most of us, we fearful of death and dying. It's going to happen. Quit thinking about it. Live the life you're living. Make decisions in the circumstances you're with. There's an exit, okay. But in the meantime, live, learn, love, and bless. Speak words that will build, motivate, and stimulate and activate yourself. I love myself. If nobody loves you, should say, I love myself. I don't care. Man, I mean, it's tough because, you know, what we've learned through this teaching is that racism, so some of the things we experience is from that is in our history. We got it. We know that now. So now we have to face it with, I'm greater than that. I have made it through that circumstance. I have made it through my parents not seeing me, understanding me, and providing me with. I made it through. Now, open my mind so that I can see myself growing to a new way. Help me see myself better, clearer than what I am now. This is how we have to talk to ourselves. Don't think something going to happen to you because you talk to yourself, right? Now, you can do things to alter yourself, but we're talking about spirit. We have to believe that our spiritual life is more powerful than our physical life. See, most of us walking around here physically, you know, excited and active and ain't produced ourselves spiritually, therefore we're weak. Because it is the spirit that sets the soul on fire. You have to live from within. You can't look out and be astonished and be amazed. Matter of fact, imagine this. We all here, we done seen. Some of us was around when you really had to walk and pump water. Some of us experienced that. Some of us had to boil water before we used it. That's just the way it was. But could you imagine those first people who looked out and there was nothing? There was no wheel. There was no barrel. See? But yet we want to say how tough it is. Could you imagine looking out and seeing something larger than you and you don't have no weapon? We got a weapon now, but you didn't have no weapons back then, but you had to survive. This is what we're from. Surviving through the imagination that flows through you to create something. This is how powerful we are. Just because it ain't happened yet, you can't say, well, I guess it ain't for me. That's quitting or listening to the naysayers. You may not be a star on television. You may not. But can you take care of your family? Are you able to help those who see you, those who are watching, those who really need you, those who are that's looking at you and wondering, man, he's good, man. And they being inspired by the good that you're showing them, even though you may not even know it. Because you looking at, they ain't seen me yet. They ain't seen me on TV. The greatest thing is when you know that somebody loves you. If you just know somebody loves you, I think all of us would just be great if we just thought somebody loved us. Most of us think don't nobody love us because what has happened to us. They can't love me. They let me go through that. But it ain't that they let you. Sometimes people don't know, and all our visions are different. All of it. And so if we communicate with one another, we can express what that is. If it ain't something you want to experience, then we have to talk about it. Because as we speak, we are creating things. It is the living word that it is because the living word was in the beginning. So when we speak to ourselves, and we speak about the condition that we're living in a negative way, it stays in around us because that's the way we're talking about it. See, we keep repeating that, it still wears me out. I don't know why, but I keep thinking about when this happened to me, and man, I sure wish they didn't do it, instead of saying, I'm glad I made it through that experience. And I look forward to the day when I can really let this go. Matter of fact, I'm beginning today. I'm letting this go. I'm no longer going to let that hurt me anymore. I quit. I mean, if that's where we start, it's not just because we hear some who can pray and they can conjure up these words that are so eloquent and nice and beautiful. Hey, it don't take all that. It's the sincerity of your heart and you speaking the truth that you know and understand. Everybody ain't gonna be like everybody else. Some people don't feel like standing up and providing the message. Most people are fearful to stand in public and talk. And most people say that. Why would you say that? Don't say that. Say you want to improve, you want to work on it. I stuttered and stammered. I wasn't confident in speaking in public. I was too worried about, So we are human. Let's recognize that, and we're going to make those mistakes. But if we say, you know what, and this is what I said, I'm going to take speech therapy in school so that I can help myself so I ain't afraid no more. I took speech communication, speech therapy. Man, why am I doing this? Well, it's because your brain is thinking faster than what you're trying to speak, you're trying to do. You got to slow down, you got to listen, create a little small pattern of what you want to say first, right? And then just start talking and relax. Took some classes and had to stand in front and talk. Man, you're talking about looking around the room with 45 people looking at you. I'm talking about, in your 20s and you already scared. It will do something to you. But this is what I learned, is that I have to believe that I am who I'm saying I am. Yes. I have to believe that I can be that I want to be. Just because I didn't reach it in the time that I thought I should have made it. Here's another story, an example that happened to me, okay? I was at Santa Monica College, and I wanted to go on to a 4-year university. I had some university looking at me, and so I said, you know what? I don't know what's going to happen, but I want to go. So I didn't know where I wanted to go. And so then one of the schools said, well, we filled the position, so we can't use you right now. And so I said, okay. So then a friend of mine came to me and he said, you should walk on to this other school. So I said, yeah, I can play. It ain't that I can't play. I'm going to do it, right? So I go to this school and I go to the registration. I had just graduated here locally. And they said, well, you know, we're on semester. You kind of, we're on quarters. You're kind of late to check into school to get you in. I'm 18, 19. I didn't know nobody. And I'm like, man, what do I do? And I'm standing in the midst of this big old university, and it's a large university. I won't say the name. I'll just say it was large. And so here I am by myself, and I'm looking around, and the counselor's like, we can't get you in. And I'm like, why you can't get me in? I just graduated. I stayed back so that I can make sure I got it. I got my GPA up, and I got my AA degree. You know? And she was like, you're kind of late. Like, you're a couple weeks. We can't. So I looked around the school, and I was like, what do I do? What am I supposed to do in this moment? And so I looked out. I didn't see nobody passing in the sports field that I needed to talk to may help me. And so I'm looking around. This is a 100,000 seat stadium, y'all. It's huge. And I'm looking around like, man, this would be nice. And then I look and I said, they won't let me in. What do I do? What do I do? So I turned and I saw a cab. And I said, I'm going to go take the cab, get on back to my room. So I took the cab and I went back to my room and I flew back to LA. As soon as I flew back to LA and I got home, the phone rang. And the phone rang and it was this other coach and he said, hey, I hear that you're trying to go to school and we can offer you something, but you're going to have to prove yourself. I said, I'm on my way. So I say that to say, as long as within our minds that we believe in ourselves to do something, it will show up for you. You may not see how to do it, but it will show out. And I know I dragged it on for those of you who like quick stories. But I want you to see, but just think, in life, sometimes it takes a while. It takes a while. And through all that, you know, and this is before I knew and understood science of mind. This is before that. So, but I had a father who talked it, who didn't know it, but he talked it. But I say that to say, believe in yourself and believe that he is making a way. It's going to show up. But we have to believe the one who wants it. The one who says, I will, I can, got to be ready because it's going to show up for you. And don't be afraid. See, it calls for an open heart. It calls for an open mind. It calls for someone to be willing to sacrifice what they've learned through their ancestors, their progeny. See, you have to know that even if I do this alone, I am with someone who loves me. And I am activated. We have to let it go. And guess what? When you complete that task, there's another one coming. But guess what? You just saw how to do it. Repeat the action. Keep repeating. Repetitive action of knowledge will save us all. That's why in the books it says, by the renewing of your mind. It's the way that we're looking at these conditions that we find ourselves in. Don't worry about, your heart don't hurt. Your heart hurt because you're telling it to hurt because what happened? Stop telling yourself your heart hurt. Oh, he did this, my heart hurt. Find out why he did it. So that you can understand the reasoning, so that you can categorize it differently, so you're not saying how hurtful you are. See, even if it takes time to pierce through the veil, you have to pierce through the veil. You got to keep on walking. There's no stopping to what's going to happen. You still going to be here, and we still going to be sitting with those regrets and those frustrations, wondering why. I don't know why, some of us, why did he let it happen to me? What? You made a choice off of the understanding that you had. That's all it was. I struggle with when they used to say that curiosity killed the cat. We all curious. The experience may bring up something that is painful and hurtful, but if you are thinking something, you're going to figure out how it operates. Like, I don't know how the batteries are today, but I remember, back when I was a kid, we would put the batteries in the freezer. And I know some of you may know about that. The battery wear out, you put it in the freezer. Right? It's just something that we did, And so I say that to say there's always someone thinking about what it is that needs to happen to ensure or give it a little more life than what it may have, right? And that's who you want to look for. That's what you want to surround yourself with. So, we must begin to speak confidently about what it is that we know about life. And we should never lose sight of the expectations that may happen. Don't be confused, right? We have to trust that our true belief and faith will bring forth what we seek. It's a law. It's already been, our ancestors already discovered it. We ain't discovering, we just trying to figure out how to use it without crying, and so that, we can make it through a day, some of us a day, a moment. You're great. You're great. Know that you're great. And just because you don't start off in the 3rd grade reading like a 6th grader, don't worry about it. Just read. Get out of it whatever it is you need to become a better reader. But don't quit on yourself and say, well, I ain't going to read since I can't read. But I understand not putting yourself in a public position to do it if you ain't ready. Now that's different, but understand the difference. See, we must stop condemning ourselves, because whatever identity we give it, our soul recognizes it. The fulfillment and the request become possible through our unwavering conviction and a deep connection with the divine. The divine is already present. The divine is what has birthed everything into existence. So in Matthew 8:23, Jesus was on the boat, and he had just finished speaking, tired. So Jesus is laying on the boat in the back, just chilling. So a storm kicks up, just turbulence everywhere, wavering. And the disciples is shivering. Oh, Jesus, what is that? Panicking. Jesus just woke up and said, be still. Peace, be still. What are we doing when chaos and turbulence show up in our life? Why are you coming now? I'm weak. No. Peace, be still. Just sit, be still in the moment, and let yourself get calm so you can hear what it is that you need to do. Don't worry. The notice is coming anyway. Be still. Know that a way is going to be made. Be still. Don't fight. Don't be flooded. Don't be confused. Just know that you're being changed. You're going through a process. You're being moved. You're being let go, let out, pushed up. Got to see it like that. You can't say, oh. I don't know why. The wind's going to continue to howl. The turbulence is going to stay until we get control. We have to get control in the storm. We have to know what to do. And so what I say is, stand in the knowingness that we and God are one. There is no other way to accept and live in this world other than to walk by faith. Thank you. Because if we keep looking at it, we're going to describe it in the misery way that we heard Big Mama and Grandma and Aunt Titi and how they revealed the world to them and their experience in the world. And yeah, that did happen. It did. But if you really look at it, those in the family who believed and had confidence and courage and expected greater in their life, that's what they experienced. And those who didn't, they stayed wherever that was. So if you don't want to stay, you got to look up to him that will provide. We have to embrace the hope and trust in the power of our words. See? And not worry that, yeah, but I tried, I spoke my word, and it kind of delayed with what I wanted. Keep inviting the transformation in your life to come. You got to build up your muscle. Just like you think somebody they look muscular and all this to you, you think they ain't doing that stuff frequently? You got to move yourself frequently to get yourself to blow up like that. You didn't just sit there and blow in your thumb and then your body just transformed. If you listen to some of the people you talk, they'll tell you, well, I woke up and I did, 50 push-ups in the morning, 50 sit-ups and pull-ups and chin-ups. They'll tell you all this. You'll be like, what? And it's like, it takes time. You have to develop it. So what Ernest Holmes says about this is our spoken word is, in order to have faith, we must have a conviction that all is well. To keep faith, we must allow, nothing to enter our thought that will weaken our conviction. You got to know that you know, and that nothing can stop you. And it don't matter that you need help, go get it. Our faith is enhanced with our belief and acceptance and trust. It will enhance it, but we have to practice. Whenever anything enters into our thought, which destroys in any degree one of these attitudes, to that extent, we will feel weakness. Our acceptance must be that we are one. That created this earth, created me, therefore it gave me all that I need to be who I am. And that's why I'm here. Through all the changes, through all the sacrifices, through all the heartache, through all the setbacks, I'm still here. And I know I didn't do it. I know it was something behind me that continued to push me through my turmoil. And even when I didn't know what my turmoil was doing, I believed that somehow, some way, I'm going to be better. I'm going to be able to be more than what I am today than what I was yesterday. I may not have $1 million. I may not have 10 million. I may not. But I have all that I need to be who I am. It's not in the financial blessings that God has blessed you, even though you're being blessed with it. Don't get it twisted, right? It's a blessing, but it is knowing who one is that makes them great. It's not the possession. All of us possess something that somebody else won't. All of us. Some quality, something. Everyone in here, somebody got something we want. So don't give up yours because it ain't what's in. What it is that someone sees that's great, because you don't have followers and you ain't TikToking and Instagramming and okay. I'll get there. I'll get there. Because I have to see it for myself first. See, because some of us realize the work that it may take. I want to make sure that I have evolved to be able to do the work that it takes to be. Some of us ain't going to come out running, hoping and wishing that it go right. Some of us is going to do the homework. We're going to be prepared. And we're going to walk out and we're going to go, yeah, let's go. That's right. See, when you're prepared, you're going to say, let's go. But when you're not, you just go out there and just, I hope this works. Man, I thought I would have. And then what does that do? That condemns the own progress we already made. That's all it's doing within ourselves, condemning us. You know, and we don't make it out. Can't get out because we ain't got the blinders on. It's you know, and I understand that it's a challenge because we all living in this beautiful world that is filled with blessings, abundant blessings. And we'll give it to the one who wants it, whoever calls it forth. You know, look at it like this. The world was in turmoil. And Mary says, I'll be the one. She accepted being the one that produced the one that has us still talking about what we can be and what we can do today. So somebody is pregnant with something. And it's going to show up because the world needs it. So don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on no one. Bless everyone who's coming. Bless everyone who goes by, because you never know what that experience that they are having will produce in them that will change the condition of the world. Believe and know that tag, you are it. What you're looking for, you're looking at, and you're looking with. And it's you. It's you. And don't worry and don't panic. Just love yourself and keep right on moving. Peace and abundant blessing. Thank you. Thank you.
He gave us some victuals, didn't he? I didn't know you can jump that high.